If you saw our last video, we are traveling north from Texas to Indiana in the middle of winter in February to get some repairs done. And we're having to deal with some issues that we haven't really had to deal with much before, which is condensation.
And we're finding that condensation in our windows. We're finding it in the corners of the wall slides. They run all the way down the corners of the slides.
Several people put comments on the forums, on Facebook, on other YouTube videos about getting a dehumidifier. So we decided to try getting a dehumidifier yesterday, and it's a pretty interesting unit, but I think we're going to return it today. But anyways, we'll show you what this one is like. So we picked this thing up yesterday, and it was kind of expensive. This thing is $300, and it is designed for a room up to 4,500 square feet. And we picked this one because of some other feedback that some other RVers put online somewhere. My wife Emily found it. So in general, we were really excited about this one because when you're not using it, you can turn it, and it nests inside of itself. Like that, making it a lot smaller for traveling. However, when you lift it up and you go to empty it, you have to set this thing somewhere. And this thing keeps leaking water after you take it off the bin, and it's kind of heavy and awkward, and it kind of requires two people. So we're going to return this one to the store, and I think we're going to get two smaller ones that we can put one right here, and we can put one on the other end of the RV, and hopefully that clears up all the moisture issues. So off to Home Depot to return this one and try maybe two smaller ones to put in different parts of the RV.
Rooms, maybe, yeah. Our room where the washer dryer is, and hopefully the main room, hopefully.
Yeah. So we will check it out and see if the two smaller ones do just as good, if not better of a job.
Yeah.
We go from there. All right, round two. All right. Well, that's what that one looks like. This definitely feels more
Robust.
no, just not as tippy and not as
Sturdy.
Yeah, and it doesn't stick way out here. You turn this on. Continuous. So you can set the humidity. So right now the humidity in here is 46 to 45%. Just went down. Just figuring itself out. Low, high. We can set it for, I think you can set the humidity level if we wanted to, like the other one. Or you can set it on a timer.
Sweet.
We'll see how it works.
Okay.
Set the other one up upstairs. All right, huge improvement with these new dehumidifiers. There's a little tiny bit of moisture in the window. And that's just from, I think, us making breakfast and coffee and stuff like that. Previously, these would have been completely covered in water with water running down them. No water in the corners, so huge improvement. And it's pretty cold out. In fact, it's even snowing right now. I don't know if you can see that through the window, but it is snowing. Future Dustin here, coming to you from the hotel while they finish up repairs on our Brinkley over at Shipshawana. If you haven't seen those videos, I'll put a couple links up here for you to check out. And just a heads up, we didn't put everything in there. There's actually a lot more that they found and that we need to update everybody on, but we'll do that once we get the RV back. Anyways, wrapping up this video on the dehumidifiers, we're super glad that we've got them and they've worked really well. With the two units, when we brought them home the first time, we had temperatures as low as about 16 degrees outside. So as you can imagine, potentially a lot of condensation happening, and they did a great job. The first 2 days, we plugged it in. It was about 46% humidity in the RV. And as we went to empty the water buckets for both of them, we got about 2 full water buckets from each dehumidifier the first day. After that, it brought the humidity down to about 30% or below. And going forward, we take out about half a bucket from each dehumidifier every day. So made a huge difference. It pulled all the moisture out of the air, and it is able to maintain it going forward, which is really, really nice. We were concerned that with the moisture, we also were getting around the bed in our bedroom. that we would have potentially some mold. Glad to say they took the entire bed apart as part of the repair process, and there's nothing back there, no issues, nothing on the wood, so we're good there. But anyways, if you want to check these models out, I'll put some links in the description below. If you have any questions or comments about this topic, again, please put them in the questions below. Otherwise, thanks for watching, and we'll see you out there.